Hey guys, it's Carey coming to you live from New Orleans, and we're really excited to interview Lydia Kolda of the groundbreaking new act, Squirrel Queen Music. Follow me. Thanks for being here today.
Hey, Carey, thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's just jump right into it. Why squirrels?
That's a good question. It's because I'm obsessed with acorns.
Oh, interesting.
It's literally what it is.
Okay. So was the acorn obsession something that you've had since you were younger, or is it a newfound thing?
It was since I was younger, but I newly found that it was weird for me to like acorns so much.
Mm-hmm.
Every fall, my sister and I would get a trash bag full of acorns, and we'd literally fill up the entire trash bag, and we would take it to my grandpa's house and feed the deer.
Interesting.
So I've always loved acorns, but I just realized that it's weird to love acorns.
Well, I noticed you're wearing an acorn around your neck.
I am. I made it out of clay.
Really?
Yeah, acorn, I made it out of clay.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
So,
it's kind of like a clay acorn, or a clay aiken.
A clay aiken?
Yeah.
I like it. So, what kind of music do you, sorry, y'all.
What kind of music do I play?
I don't know, what's a good question? What should I ask?
We play rock and roll, you know? Rock and roll never dies, and,
Or no, you could be like, so I've listened to your music.
Okay.
Have you listened to her music?
Yeah. So, I've listened to your music. Does the influence of acorns ever permeate into it?
not in the music itself, but at our shows, sometimes I'll throw acorns at people.
Oh.
And there's acorns all over our merch and stuff, and on our stickers and on our CDs. There's actually a deer on the latest EP.
Ooh.
So that kind of goes back to the acorn deer thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
And how does it feel being the only woman in this band?
It's kind of sad.
Really?
It is, because I want more women in my band. But the band's already made. It's already got the structure.
Right.
I feel like maybe I should get more women to come do, like, guest appearances.
Right. Okay.
I used to have Destin come do guest appearances. Now I have to, like, uninvite him because he's not a woman.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's not how it works, but...
I love it, though.
No, I love my band. I like, individually, they're, like, my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But I just, it gets sad to be the only girl there. And when we went on tour, I was like, y'all, I gotta change in the other room.
Yeah.
Y'all. Oh, my anatomy's different. That sucks.
Is it ever awkward?
No. Sometimes, it's weird. Sometimes I feel like there's a little sexual tension that I don't think actually exists between us. Especially with Chance, but I think that's just Chance.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll give me a look, and I'll give him a look, and I'm like, we should stop looking at each other, because I just want to do you right now. Just kidding. Don't put that in there. I got out of control. It got out of control. It just spun.
I can see it. You know what? Secrets are coming out. Lydia, so let's talk about other
I'm
things.
polygamous with my bandmates.
Hey, I really like that. A lot. So, how do you feel like being such a strong feminist and surrounded by men all day? Does that ever, complicate things?
I think with a misconception of feminism is that feminists are anti-men, and that if you want to do, like, a feminist event, like, only women can come, or, like, it's just a general wanting to tear down men because of feminism, and that's not true. And I think the boys in my band and I have a very, like, equal sort of deal. I mean, when we used to record, and I would say, like, I don't know if that sounds right, let me just ask the boys, because they know better than I do what it's supposed to sound like. And then I realized that doesn't make any sense. I wrote the song, like, I should be able to also know what I want it to sound like, but I sort of had the idea, like, I am not really the one with that knowledge, but, I think, and maybe it just had a little bit to do with me not having very much self-esteem, but I think that may have come from being the only woman in the band.
Right.
No, it's fine. I like them.
So, has your self-esteem grown because of the band, do you think?
Yeah.
Really?
Being a rock star does that to you.
Yeah, I could imagine. Having a bunch of adoring fans. Congratulations.
Thank you. Everyone loves me. No, okay, here's... One time, I was playing at Tipitina's, and I literally had just gotten off stage, and I went to the merch table, where my boyfriend Django was selling merch for me, and I went and joined him, and we were talking, this girl came over to us, and she, like, liked our merch or something, and we were talking to her, and she goes, oh, cool, so, and she looked at Django, and she said, so are you in the band? And I was like, I literally just walked off stage, like, for some reason, like, there's a boy and there's a girl, people think that the boy is the one who's the rock star, and the girl is the one who's just there to sell merch.
Oh, wow.
But she caught herself. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, that was so sexist of me.
Good.
Yeah. And I catch myself doing that too sometimes. I just met my neighbor, actually. I got a new neighbor, and she is a girl from Tulane, and she was asking me, like, what I do, and I was like, I play music, and she's like, oh man, cool, I play music too, and I was so surprised. I don't know why I thought that it was, like, so weird for her to tell me that she plays music, because I just don't expect that. And that's a fault of mine. Like, that's just how much sexism has permeated our society, that it gets in my head, even though I consider myself a feminist, I still have those misconceptions. It's crazy. But I try to catch myself. And I feel like a loony person when I have thoughts like that. Like, I was surprised that she plays.
Yeah.
There's no reason I should be surprised.
So, what do you think of, influential women in music, such as Dolly Parton?
Oh, you noticed my posters, huh?
I did. I really appreciate them.
Well, I just love her so much. She's a really big inspiration.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
Because she don't take no shit from nobody. No, to go back to a story that Lauren told me one time, you know that song, what was it? I Will Always Love You? That song, I Will Always Love You?
Yeah.
She wrote that song, and Elvis Presley wanted to buy it from her, and, make it his Elvis Presley hit. Elvis Presley, by the way, is a total fraud. Nothing he did was his own. It was all covers. It was all songs that he bought off other people. And she said no, because she knew that he was just gonna take the song and not pay her royalties or anything. And now it's a hit because a woman took it and made it amazing. Just amazing.
Yes. It's so true.
I feel like women respect each other that way. You know?
Yeah.
If there's, like, a piece of art that I want to, like, add to, I'll say.
Yeah.
Where, like, my influence came from.
I like it.
Just like my inspiration. My love, my goddess, Dolly Parton.
She's a gem.
She's a gem.
A true American treasure.
Some people say she looks weird, but I say, why are you policing women's bodies?
Point. So, who is Lydia Kolda?
I think that's a very, very important question to ask. And I would ask the same question of myself.
Yes.
Who am I? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I just try to make my art and try to make my music, and hopefully all of that will have an overarching sort of Lydia-ness that will tell me who I am.
I like it. Well, I think you're doing a good job of it so far. I'm being very genuine right now.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you as well. Women power.
Take your time.